They are trying to work towards more of a stable financial place. I'm gonna be on an actual budget spreadsheet. It's okay if you're not there yet. You know, you're gonna get there. My car insurance went down. So in total for our savings, hi guys, welcome back to another payday routine. I am so excited to be filming this video today. I am here with a coffee. I'm in a cozy cutie sweater, though I live in South Florida. My air conditioning is on. We have some cutie Christmas decor. I don't know if you can see it. Got some stockings hanging, have an ambiance on the TV. I have Miss Gingerbread over there. Christmas vibes all around, okay? I am going to have a sip of this coffee and then I'm gonna put it down so we can just get into this payday. I will say this is my first coffee of the day. So if I do sound a bit not fully with it, it's because I haven't had any caffeine today. We're just getting right to it this morning. So welcome back to another payday routine. I think this is the first payday routine of a couple that I'll be posting in December. Honestly, 3 might go up this month because behind on filming the payday routines. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jill. I am 24, I live in South Florida, and I make lifestyle content. We talk all about personal finance, hobbies, life in my 20s. I'm just a lifestyle creator who talks about personal finance. So I do film these bi-weekly payday routines, and I'm a bit behind on filming them because I had a crazy November. If you saw the vlog where I posted me getting a new job, sharing all about that process, my mom came down, I was sick, Tyron got sick, I was full of anxiety for this new job interview, and now I'm finally like getting myself back together the first week of December. So hello?
Hi.
Hi, oh my god, I like was ignoring the call and I was like, wait, that's Zoe.
I went to like a little vintage shop, but which by the way you need to go to whenever you come back because it's fantastic.
Where is it?
It's right next to Junkie Java.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, you told me about this place.
The mushroom, yeah.
Oh.
And you know, usually when you think like vintage shop, it's gonna be like super expensive. Dude, the prices were fantastic.
Really? You know I love a cheap find. Oh, I got us something matching for Christmas, but you're not gonna expect what it is. Oh. You know what? Adding that to the list. It's going in your stocking. Okay, back to what I was saying. My best friend just called me from a different phone number. So I was like, what is going on? Anyway, long story, but she was telling me about a fun thrift store back home up north that I have to try when I'm back home, whenever that is. Welcome back to another payday routine. I don't even know where I left off, so I'm gonna just kind of start over. I'm gonna go over how these videos are structured and kind of like where we're at financially and just kind of like go from there. If you're new, I do work full-time in hospitality and so does Tyron, my husband. We have combined income. I also make a little bit of money from YouTube AdSense. All of our pay fluctuates. It's never consistent. Tyron's income does get affected by tips because he works in food and beverage. I work on like the administrative side, I guess. I don't know how to, I don't talk about my work too much on my channel, but I do work on like the corporate-y, office-y, admin-y side of hospitality, but my pay does fluctuate as well because I do have the chance to make commission. It's not all the time, it's not guaranteed. Here and there it'll come through. It's not something I personally focus on in my role as much, so it doesn't really happen for me. And then I do make a little tiny bit of money from YouTube AdSense. I've spoken about this before. The goal at some point is to make YouTube more of a full-time income while still working full-time, but I would really like to boost this income. If you have found me, you've actually found me at a very good time in life. I have all my Christmas vibes going right now. I'm in my sweater. I have my stockings here. You can't even see the ambiance on the TV. I wonder if I shut these blinds, if it'll help. Kind of good. What do we think? This welcome if you're new here. A little chaotic and crazy sometimes. As you see, I'm just a girl in my 20s living my real life, sharing it online, and just taking you through my days, the good, the bad. It's not always good over here in life or financially, specifically if we're talking about money. We are trying to work towards more of a stable financial place. You have found me at a good time, but also a weird time financially. We just finished our debt payoff from credit card debt a couple months ago, and now we are moving into trying to save for a house. We're saving for a house in South Africa. So Tyron is from South Africa, so we are buying a home there. It's more of like an investment property, if you will. It's not gonna be something I share too much about. I do, however, want to share the savings journey at some point. I think after this paycheck, the next payday routine, I will start a savings count at the end of this video, just like we did with the debt payoff, trying to get down to 0. I feel like everybody was just like wanting to like see the progress, you know, and I also wanted to share it, and I kind of want to do that for the savings too. We are saving for a house and also an emergency fund. We're just trying to figure out the percentage of how much is going into which thing. What do you guys do? Like, if you guys are saving for something but also trying to build your emergency fund, do you do like a percentage of like however much money you have left from your payday, a percentage of that goes towards the emergency, the rest goes towards something you're saving for? How do you guys do it? Let me know. Oh my gosh, it's giving like winter wonderland in here now. I am loving this. So that's kind of our like pay structure. We get paid every 2 weeks. Currently our budget is set up where we're budgeting on like a little piece of paper. However, this coming month, so after this paycheck, the next paychecks you'll see are gonna be on an actual budget spreadsheet. I'm starting a new budget spreadsheet. Not a new one, it's an old one, but I'm bringing it back. I was experimenting with it for a while and then it kind of got a bit messy, so I like took a step back from it and was like, okay, let's not do that. But we're actually gonna start budgeting monthly, where our first paycheck from the month is gonna go towards all our bills, and then the second one is gonna go like all towards savings or whatever we need it for. So that's gonna start next paycheck. So you guys will see that next paycheck, and I'm so excited to share that. Today it's just gonna be the usual little piece of paper. This is my reminder to you, it does not matter how you budget as long as you are budgeting and making progress towards your financial goals. Everybody's gonna do something different, and you're gonna see so many people on the internet doing so many things differently, having so many different numbers than you, having all these different accounts, investments, and it's okay if you're not there yet. You know, you're gonna get there. They had to start somewhere too, especially when you don't come from a very financially literate background like me. You have to learn as you go, and it takes time, it takes experimenting, it takes messing up, it takes learning to get to where you want to be financially, and that is the journey I'm here to share. It's not always pretty, but we share the real because that's just life and that's how it goes. That's how our pay is structured. These videos specifically, I always do like a quick intro of like how my pay is structured, what the budget setup is. We go into the budget itself, and then at the end I usually have like a little segment to talk about anything that I want to talk about. Next payday you'll also see my savings update, and I'm gonna share how much we have saved from there. So without further ado, shall we get into the little budget with me? Quick sip of coffee. I'm chugging through this today, guys. I'm trying to wake up. This payday, we really did not have much coming out. Up until this point, we have been budgeting bi-weekly. So we get paid, and then we look at what bills we have for the next 2 weeks, pay those bills, and then anything else will try to go to savings. That's kind of what we've been doing. And I'm gonna do that again for this payday, and then it's gonna switch the next payday, the first paycheck of December. This is just the November one. I'm just kidding. I'm a little bit delayed on filming it. I'm so sorry. So in total, we made $4,290. Tyron made $2,807, and I made $1,483. So a bit lower as per usual. My pay isn't really that high. It fluctuates about $100 or $200, but it's really not that much. So for our American Express credit card, we had to pay $339.84. That's always for any kind of like miscellaneous spending. My car insurance went down, which is so exciting. Tyron did have some subscriptions to pay on his Apple Card. I don't use it for any spending. That's all goes on our American Express. But we do have an Apple Card, and his subscriptions are attached to it. So like gym memberships, any like of his Apple payments, like his cloud, music, all that. He had to pay $68.12 on that. Our electricity was $132.77. It has gone down, which is really nice now that we're like getting out of the summer season. I feel like we just aren't using electricity as much, like for air conditioning and all that. So love that. And then of course gas was $50, the usual. We did end up putting quite a bit of money into our savings. We did put $3,342.47 into our savings. Really good. This was like the first week I felt like, okay, we can do this. We're gonna get somewhere. Like this is the first paycheck where I'm like, we are getting out of this hole that we've been in for so long. And like, I can actually see numbers now. I can see dollars, thousands of dollars, which I don't typically see. Like this is like the first time where it's like, okay, this is what we're trying to do. This is the goal here. It's like put big chunks like this into savings so we can get to this house savings so we can move on to the next goals after this and like move on to the next financial goals and just like have that financial stability and security. We did have $82.87 left after this, and we did put that towards groceries. My YouTube paycheck was not much. I do get paid from YouTube once a month. You just have to hit the $100 threshold and then you'll get a payout. I had just hit over that, $119. It's not a ton. Truthfully, I've made like over $200 in AdSense, and the goal has been to keep growing, but I've been going down, and it's just my lack of posting and consistency that's kind of affected that. So that's kind of on me. I did put 30% of that into savings. I put $36 into savings for my YouTube taxes. I did meet friends out for drinks. It was $25 for that. And then that leftover money that we had left did go to groceries. That $82 plus the $58 that was left over from my YouTube pay, which was about $140. Typically we'll budget like $200 for groceries. We just did it a bit under because we were like, oh, this will be enough. That was this payday routine. It was a very few bills this paycheck, which was so nice because we actually got to put money into savings, which was so good. So I'm actually going to move into the savings update just to share with you how much we have. I'm happy to inform you that we do have a high yield savings account. Everybody was telling me, Jill, you need to create a high yield savings account, and that is exactly what we did. I will say it's been a journey. We've had to take money out of the savings. We've had to put money back into the savings. We're kind of like starting fresh right here, right now. So in total for our savings, I don't have this split up currently into house savings and emergency fund. This might sound like nothing to some of you, but going from like in the negative thousands on thousands on thousands because of our credit card debt to zero to now having a couple thousand, it's a lot for us, and it's going to keep being a lot from here on out because we're like finally seeing some growth with it. $4,349 we have officially in our savings. So that is so exciting. I don't know how we're splitting that up yet for house savings and for emergency fund. We're kind of gonna figure that out as we go, I think, but you'll be updated more in the next payday when we get a better grasp on that. I'm excited to share that. And I also got a new job. I don't know the details of it completely yet. I do know I'm making a good chunk more than what I was making in my current role. I did get a promotion, I would say, and I am growing in the career in hospitality, and I'm also making more money because of that. So I'm so excited to share that with you once I finally get that paycheck. You'll probably see that like mid to end December because I haven't even started yet. So once I finally get that, I'll be able to share that with you. It might not even be till January. I'm not sure, but I will keep you updated, of course. I'm so excited to share. Sorry if this video was a little bit short today. I feel like it was just a short payday and I don't have too much to update on and talk about, which honestly is kind of nice sometimes because it's like, whew, like we're not stressed today. Like I can kind of just like go about the day. It was a good payday and we're just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to find something negative to talk about. I'm just riding this high of this savings right now and I'm so excited. It's such a big chunk, and that's all I need to say. Like I'm just so happy about that. If you guys enjoyed this bi-weekly payday routine, I look forward to chatting with you all in the comments. Let me know a financial goal you have for December, and I can't wait to share my next paydays with you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day whenever you're watching this, and I will see you all in the next vlog.